guys, it's about 2:30 on a Friday afternoon, and I was thinking, what are we gonna have for dinner tonight? I do a lot of chicken in the show. You've seen me put frozen chicken inside that skillet for the last 10 years. Let me share a very easy, simple recipe with you. I'll give you the foundation, and you guys just take it from there. You can add, delete, change it up, keep it the same. That's up to you. So to get things started, I have 4 boneless, skinless breast of chicken that we're gonna bake today inside the oven in our large skillet. Let's go ahead and take the large skillet. First of all, start with my favorite ingredient, which is a little bit of olive oil. And if you can remember this, and if you've been watching these videos, you see the base, the foundation, a lot of my ingredients when I cook: olive oil, garlic. Today we'll incorporate a little bit of lemon juice and some white wine. So start with a little bit of olive oil inside that skillet like this. And then I want to add my garlic to that. So what I did is I cut up about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. I peeled them, of course, first. I'm going to add this to that. I'm going to set this back on my burner here. Turn that heat up on my gas range number 5. Get that oil nice and warm. Drop that garlic inside there. We'll let that garlic cook for about 3 to 5 minutes just before it starts to brown. Don't brown the garlic. It has a funny taste if you do. In the meantime, I want to make little sauce. I call it a sauce, the juice, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start with a little bit more olive oil. And then I want to add maybe a splash and a half of good white wine. And then I want to take some lemon here. Take that lemon. We're going to cut that lemon right in half like this. I want to juice the entire lemon inside here. So get out your nifty little lemon juicer here. Get that lemon going. Fresh squeezed lemon inside that olive oil. Put it in here like that. Again. And give it a nice little squeeze. That's 1 entire lemon. And then I want to take a little bit of parsley, freshly chopped parsley. Throw it inside here like this. Okay. Now, behind me we have that skillet. We're going to drop that garlic inside. Work that skillet like this. Get that skillet nice and coated. Drop the garlic inside there. Give it a quick little spin. Soften that garlic up. Again, 3 to 5 minutes. Number 5 here, keeping an eye on it so it doesn't burn. Make sure you don't burn that garlic, because once we add our chicken breast to this with that little sauce, we're going to slide that skillet inside the oven at 375 for about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on the thickness of your breast. And then we'll go ahead and give this a quick little whisk inside here. Get that all worked up a little bit. Okay. Now, how are we doing with the garlic? Good, perfect. Now we'll take our chicken breast here, and I'm going to drop the chicken breast on top of the garlic, adding number 4, just like that. Now, whisk it up. I also have a little dried basil. If you want to use fresh basil, you certainly can. A little basil on top like that. And then I want to add a little bit more garlic. Can you tell I like garlic? This is the granulated garlic. Going on top like this. And then we're going to add a little bit of rosemary. Have it soaking here, a little bit of water. It seems to bring out a nice flavor to it. Put that rosemary inside here, like that. And then fresh rosemary, or if you want to use thyme, that's fine. Either one. And then I want to add some lemon wedges to this. Cut it like that. And let's make some wedges to tuck between the chicken breast. Okay, put them inside there. And then tuck them in there nice and neatly like that. Get a nice flavor to it. And then I will add a little bit of Mrs. Dash. Salt-free, sodium-free seasoning to it. And then we're going to add that nice little mixture we made here. Whisk it really well. And just drizzle that on top of that chicken breast, just like that. And you want to add a little fresh parsley to it. And why not put a little Parmesan Reggiano on top? Sound good? I do want to add a shot of pepper to it though, just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to set that inside the oven at 375 for about 35 to 45 minutes. Set the lid on top, right inside the oven. Middle rack, 375. Remember, when you pull that handle out, pull that pan out, the handle will be hot. Have a towel or an oven mitt or oven pad waiting on you. All right, we're back. And somebody here wants to say something to everybody out there. Say hi. Say hello. Can't wait to see you all at the show. Okay? All right, Daddy's gonna get back to cooking some vegetables now. And you can have some when I'm done, all right? Sound good? All right, say bye-bye. So let's get some vegetables going with that chicken. The chicken's in the oven at 375. We'll cook that about 35 to 45 minutes and put together some veggies in the meantime. Okay? Let's go ahead and start off with our beautiful kitchen cutter. I'm going to back this up a little bit. I'm going to lock it down on the countertop. And I want to take my number 5 cones to cut the carrots up. Okay? And set them on top of that. And let's do one more carrot. Turn that carrot as you're cutting it, turn the carrot, push it all the way through the back like that. There's your fresh cut carrots. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow squash, zucchini squash, same cone, number 5, on top, pinky finger, ring finger. And then I want to add the zucchini squash. Now normally, when I'm making a salad, I don't use this cutting board. I want to make the vegetable medley so y'all can see how we're doing this. And sometimes that white plastic bowl, you can't see everything going inside of it. We're going to add a little bit of pepper. I have an orange pepper today. And then I also have the yellow pepper. So we'll add a little orange, yellow pepper to this mix, a vegetable medley. 1, 2, and let's get the yellow pepper. Okay. Now, I'll finish this off with a little butternut squash. So take off the 5 cone, add the 2 cone, lock it on. Take the butternut squash, it's already been cut in strips, set it in the back of the machine, turn the handle like that, push it on through, super easy, super fast, push, 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 all the way through. And then I want to go ahead and put all this into my medium saucepan. So inside my cabinets here, I'll dig out the saucepan we're going to use today. Which one? Here it is right here. This is the 1 quart we used during the cooking show. This is the larger one we'll use today for more vegetables, okay? So I'm going to start with my carrots first. Put the carrots right inside that saucepan. They have the most moisture. And then I want to add some yellow squash, zucchini squash to the mix. And then we'll add our broccoli and some the yellow and orange bell peppers. The broccoli in there as well. Peppers and a little bit of butternut squash on top. And of course, you want to give it a quick rinse. So all your veggies get a little moisture on them. And take that lid and pour that water completely off, just like this. All right, I'll set this veggie pan on a burner back here. I'm going to turn that burner up on my gas range to number 5. In about 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to cut it down to low. All right, so we have our veggies cooking on the back burner here. I have it at number 5, which is probably a little low. Since I'm already in the kitchen, I can turn that up a little bit. As long as I'm here and not in the bedroom or off somewhere in the house when I'm close by, as soon as I see the vapor come off these, I can cut it down to low. So in the meantime, I have my large skillet here preheated at number 7, because now we're going to make our home fries. One of my favorite things to make to complement chicken or fish are these delicious little home fries. And they're so easy to make. So all you need is about 4 or 5 potatoes, russet or red skin potatoes. Cut them into 1-inch cubes like I'm doing here. Now, you have your Ziploc baggie here. Take these potatoes, drop them inside your Ziploc baggie. There's our potatoes. Starting with a little olive oil, our potatoes. And then I want to take a tab of butter, don't need a lot, just like that. And then I want to add, of course, my granulated garlic inside that bag. Don't be shy with the garlic. And then you want to add a little bit of, this is dash, why not? And then I'll put a little black pepper inside there. Have fun with this. You can add whatever you want to it. And then I'll put a little bit of parsley inside there, like that, fresh cut parsley. Now, here's where it gets fun. Lock it up, work it around like this. Remember, you have that skillet heated in the back burner there. You want to drop them inside the bowl first. Get your hands inside there and mix up really well again. Go for it. It might be a little easier so you don't burn the plastic bag when you go to pour these inside that skillet. Drop them in there. And now, that's what you have. Drop them inside here. Crank it up now. And again, we're going to keep an eye on them. Okay? Work them like this. That skillet's on high. I'll set the lid on these. And we'll check back in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to recommend that you stir them, flip them, every 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, let it run 5 minutes, take the lid off, keep stirring them, flipping them, get all the sides of that potato nice and coated golden brown, and I think you'll be very pleased with these. Okay, so now the veggies can be turned down. That lid's spinning nice and easily. These veggies are starting to vaporize. Okay, so put that lid on. If you like your veggies al dente, which means a nice little crisp crunch to them, a texture to them, turn that burner completely off. If you want a little softer veggie, set it on low and let it go ahead and keep cooking to your preference. It's about time to check on the food. We have our fried potatoes inside here, our large skillet. We have our veggie medley inside here. Does this ever happen to anybody out there? That vapor seal really kicks in, doesn't it? When you turn that burner off, that lid's going to stick. Yeah, that's really going to be a nice seal around that lid. It's a true story. I had a lady call me on a Sunday afternoon. She was in a panic. She said, Brett, I have my veggies cooking on my stovetop. I have a house full of guests coming over for dinner. I can't get the lid off my pan. She actually emailed us on our website on a Sunday because the corporate office was closed. So she emailed us, and of course everything goes to the cell phone. So right away I called her back and said, Carlene, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and turn that burner back on, and that lid will be released. Or you can simply take a spatula, just put it right between the lid there like that, pop it off, and you're good to go. Okay? We're going to take these veggies here. I'm going to set them there for a second. Let's check on our potatoes. So inside of our skillet here, we have our potatoes cooking nice and crispy. Now we'll check inside the oven on our chicken. Remember, grab that towel. Grab that pan like this. And take a peek and see how we did. Remember, we're cooking at 375. And what do we have here? Wow. Pretty impressive. You have your baked chicken we had in that oven for 35, 40 minutes at 375 in our large skillet. You can take that juice if you want. A little drizzle of that garlic juice over that chicken. Make it nice and juicy and tender and moist. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and set it back on my stove top here. Keep it nice and warm. When I go to clean it up, be very simple. We had our roasted potatoes, or russet potatoes inside of our large skillet. Looks like this. Again, we're going to go over to the sink. Put a little water inside here. Set it back on that burner on low heat, staying warm while we're having our dinner. And then we have our veggie medley that came out of our medium-sized saute pan here. Pour those veggies right out. Give that a little rinse. And these will be ready to serve up. There you have it. Baked chicken, roasted potatoes, little veggie medley. Any questions? Get a hold of us. Any tips, comments, feedback? We appreciate all of it. We appreciate you guys. Until next time, keep it healthy, keep it quick, and keep it delicious.